Over the next 3 years, Daft Punk worked on and released their second album.
Our new album is called Discovery, and we hope you like our music.
They plucked samples from the obscure disco and rock records from their youth, making them shimmer in a new light. If Homework was the throbbing, sweaty energy of dance halls, then Discovery came dipped in the dripping sweet nostalgia and inspirations they picked up earlier in life.
Well, I think we always loved the quality of the FM sound, technically, sonically, but we really wanted to have that vibe mixed with the dynamics of electronic music. So but mainly to focus on the feelings that we wanted to express in the sound, with the sounds of the Veliter, like Supertramp, keyboard, or things like that.
Sampling is a bedrock of electronic music, but it's on Discovery where Daft Punk's deftness is on full display as shown here. 10 points if you can guess which song on the album this one is. While always media shy, it was during the run-up to this album that the duo adopted their robotic personas.
We started working on this album about 2.5 years ago, but what happened is we had a little accident with the machines on the 9th of September 99, and so we had to do some reconstruction with the doctor, and that's why we are looking like robots today.
Interstellar, the film we had made in Japan.
It's a collaborative work with the legendary Leiji Matsumoto, and we're so happy to be able to join our creativity with a hero from our childhood.
We're really fan of his work, broadcasting in France when we were little kids. From a personal point of view, sometimes it's like it's been this kind of internship into whether how do you make a Japanese animation, or how do you work with special effects and to transform yourself into a robot.
The duo allegedly paid $4 million out of their own pocket to finance the project. Two 2005's aptly titled Human After All brought a stripped-down minimalist sound that drew criticism as lazy and overly simplistic, as it was completed in just 6 weeks. Departing from the honey-smooth samples of Discovery, Daft Punk considers Human After All their favorite of their first 3 albums and called it pure improvisation, recording it primarily with 2 guitars, 2 drum machines, a vocoder, and 1 8-track recorder.
The way we make music is something really important for us. It was completely done at home, and we probably keep on doing stuff like that and work like that. So working in our home studio, with not like the pressure of a big studio.
It contained TV commercial fodder like Technologic, but was met with mixed reviews, called joyless and a dud by music journalists at the time. Panned for selling out, Thomas said, "That's just part of culture. We don't reject it. It can be the soundtrack for everyday life. We're happy to be part of it."
You're offered a life-changing amount of money to advertise a product that you don't like. What would you do?
Well, I thought we already did that. I'm just kidding. We would say no, yes, of course.
Ultimately, it sold only 1/10 the number of units as its predecessor.
We're only trying to do things that we find exciting and interesting, and then we share it with the audience, and we give the audience the complete freedom to either appreciating it or not. It's the way we found the most respectful and full of integrity relationship we can have to an audience, especially because the relationship is quite abstract in our case.
Yet it was this perceived failure that was necessary for them to transcend and influence a generation of artists around the world. The pair embarked on the Alive 2006-2007 World Tour, which was their first and last tour, bringing a sense of dazzling spectacle to the world. Kicking things off at Coachella, the setlist consisted of live performances from all three of their previous albums, with an emphasis on live performances of their songs from Human After All. They found vindication as audiences and critics alike found a new appreciation for an album they dismissed only the year before, which, without exaggeration, launched the EDM craze that took over the 2010s.
We felt it was something special, something new that could shape a new kind of electronic music performance, and we're very happy to be the first one to do it. You know, so it seems now that we knew that this show was ahead of its time. It's probably time validated it, and it seems that now it's many other artists have kind of caught up and are presenting a very ambitious show that are immersive and that are definitely creating one-of-a-kind experiences for them.
American rapper Kanye West has credited seeing this giant floating pyramid as a major inspiration for his own stage shows, which only came into their own during the Yeezus tour of 2013, well after Alive 2007. Daft Punk designed their own custom sound system for the tour, and later learned that Canadian DJ Deadmau5 had phoned up the distributor and asked for the exact same setup. Skrillex was in the audience, deciding then and there to make electronic dance music on his own. They planned and shot their own documentary of the tour, but ultimately decided not to release the footage because they found the crowd's cell phone videos to be much more compelling. The live tour album, entitled Alive 2007, won the Grammy for Best Electronic Dance Album.